Hello, chat. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. What's today? Wednesday. My week has been completely screwed up. Like I can't even begin to So Monday night I just don't think I slept super well. It happens. No. Sunday into Monday, I didn't sleep super well. Whatever, no biggie. And then Monday night into Tuesday, awful night. I have so for those that don't know, I'm diabetic. I have an insulin pump and a glucose monitor, which is on my arm. That I have to change every 7 days. It is what it just I need they last 7 days. It is what it is. I put one in last Wednesday with the expectation, cool. Next Wednesday we'll switch it out. No big deal. Monday night, 10:30, 11 o'clock, sensor fails. Means I got to change it, put in a new one. I don't get to it until about 11:30, and it has a 2-hour warm-up, so meaning it has to sit in my arm for 2 hours before it starts giving me readings. And sometimes, depending on the situation, I'll usually I try and not do my changes late at night, because then it I don't like staying up too late, but sometimes it just fails when it fails. So I stayed up until, I guess, 1:30, 2 o'clock to let it warm up, get all situated. And then just throughout the night, it just kept waking me up like every hour or so. So I got maybe a total of 3 hours of sleep that night. So yesterday was tough. I was dead tired the entire day. And went to bed last night really hoping I'd get a good night's sleep, and thank goodness I did. I think I got up to pee one time, but then fell right back asleep, and I slept like a freaking log last night. It was incredible. I don't usually sleep usually sleep bad now. I've gotten stuff to help me with sleep, but man, yesterday was some of the best sleep I've had in quite a while. I woke up today and I was like, it's one of those sleeps where you fall asleep and then next thing you know, it's the morning. It just went by and wasn't eventful at all. Like I said, I think I got up to go to bed, or to go to the bathroom one time. Maybe I might not even have done that. And then in between those, the parts where I was not awake just flew by, and I woke up and we were good. I do not sleep like that very often, but very, very good sleep last night. So I'm better today. I'm still a little tired, but that's just how it goes. Can't make up lost sleep, and boy do I know that very well. So I will do my best to go to bed at a relatively reasonable time. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, hope your Tuesday was less eventful than mine. And hopefully you got all the sleep you needed, because sleep is great. I love sleep. But yeah. What did I do yesterday after work? I don't think a lot. Oh, you know why else Monday sucked? Monday was brutal. Monday, all of Monday up until Tuesday, when I fell asleep, was brutal. Because I remember now. I meant to say this on stream Monday, but I completely forgot because I was busy. But Monday, before I headed out, or as I was heading out to my bass lesson, I go to bass lessons at 5 o'clock after work. It's like a 5-minute drive down the road. So I can go basically right after work. But as I was going downstairs, and this is not the first time this has happened, but for whatever reason, I missed the last step. So I'm on the second to last step of the stairwell. I live on the second floor. I go downstairs to go out. I'm on the second to last step, and I just missed the last step. And so my foot is in a position where it's expecting ground. And instead of ground, there's just more air. And so I take what I have found to be some of the slowest tumbles I've ever taken when I fall down these stairs. Because again, this is not the first time this has happened. So I'm on the second to last step right here. My foot comes off, and it should go right here, right on the last step. But instead, it goes like out here, and then plants down farther than it's supposed to. And I just sorry, I didn't mean to punch the mic. I just fall forward, not like super hard, but like there's an audible thud. I'm sure my neighbors heard it if they were there. I don't know, but yeah, I just I hit the ground. Thankfully, my base was fine. Like I said, it was a pretty slow tumble, so I kind of just it was like a not super gentle, quick laying down of my base. Maybe a little bit of a drop, but overall it was fine. It wasn't a big deal. But man, I was like, this is not the first time this has happened. And I feel like I told you guys about it last time it happened. I can't remember what I was doing. I wonder if it was when I was moving my base before. I don't think it was. It had to have been no, I think it was boxes. I think I was bringing empty boxes downstairs or something. And I think I just fell. So, and it was the same way too, which I don't know what that means for me, but so that's a tough look. Yeah, so I meant to say that on Monday. I meant to tell you guys that on Monday, but I completely forgot. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's move on. How about it? Play a little guess the game. And then we'll get into some Avowed, which I think today could be the last day of Avowed. Might also be Friday. And I imagine if it is Friday, it'll be a pretty short stint of Avowed. Although if I feel that we're gonna end pretty close towards the end of the stream, I'll probably just keep going. I have a soft deadline of 10 p.m. So if we can go up to an hour after a stream. We'll see. But I kind of feel like it won't take that long. I don't know that we have 3 hours of gameplay left unless the garden is huge, but I don't think it will be. But I don't know. We'll see. First, we got to get through this. This looks like an art game of some kind. My first thought was something like Flower, but I don't think it is. But it's the only thing that comes to mind. But again, I don't think it is. No. I'm trying to. This must be a 2D puzzle platformer. What is? There's a mobile game. No, because that's isometric. So it's not the one I'm trying to think of. Ooh, it's somewhat new, but I don't really recognize it. Action puzzle platform. That's most of what I said. Oh, this is this kind of looks familiar, but never mind. This does not really look familiar. I really like the style is sick though. Neva or Neva? Let me. Oh, you know what? I have seen this. I've seen this cover art. That looks pretty good. It's $14 on Steam right now. Yeah, no, I have seen this. This is cool. Is it on Game Pass? I feel like I've seen it on Game Pass. But maybe I'm just making things up. I might be making things up. Also, Game Pass kind of sucks. Nope. Oh, you guys should play Neon White. I've talked about it before, but Neon White's great. If you like speed running, first person stuff, play Neon White. It's great. All right, let's do another one. I think we're just going to do 2 today because I want to get into Avowed. This doesn't look like a game I've played. This scene kind of gives me Stray vibes, but I don't... The first one does not. Okay. It's not Stray. PS4, PS5, PC, and Switch. That's an interesting combo of platforms. So not Xbox. Oh. Ooh, is this Sifu? Was Sifu not on Xbox? It wasn't. Or maybe wait. It is on Game Pass. I do remember seeing that. Is it on Xbox? Okay, yeah, so about a year later it came out on Xbox. Okay, I thought so. I thought it was on Xbox and then, but it looks like it came out on other platforms first. And then, gosh, that makes more sense. All right, cool. We're 1 for 2. I'm not too upset about that. Oh, also check out my new background, new wallpaper. It's the Halo covers. It's super cool. I was talking with some people about the ranking of Halo, because someone had asked, like, if I were to pick if I were to play a Halo, or if I'm talking from the person's perspective, if I were to pick one Halo or Gears game, which one should I play? And that got into a discussion of like people saying which one they would recommend. Most people not fans of 4 and 5, less so Infinite, but some people really didn't like Infinite. I didn't mind Infinite; it's fine, but the tops were definitely 3 and ODST, I think, on everyone's list. One guy did leave off Halo 1, and then he walked it back and said, like, he was like, well, it's just because it's dated. And I was like, dated doesn't equal bad or trash. He walked it back a little more. He's like, yeah, I know. It's just like, I was like, Halo is actually one of my favorites because it's actually, let me pull it up on my phone because I did mention my order. What did I say? My order was ODST. I love the like small scale non-Spartan campaign with an incredible score to it. 3 has everything. It's got incredible story, gameplay, music, multiplayer, which is a huge part of the Halo 3, experience. Halo 2 was the first Halo game I ever experienced at my cousin's. We played it during Christmas one year. We just played multiplayer. 1 and Reach are kind of tied for me for different reasons. 1, it's classic, it's fundamental Halo, like everything was built on that. But then Reach, phenomenal story. I think it was 343's first Halo game, if I remember correctly, and they killed it. It was fantastic. Gunplay was great. They introduced, ODST introduced like the Horde mode, but the Reach's version, fantastic. And did I say anything else about it? Nope. Infinite, I think, is decent. It's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. There are parts I don't like, and I think there are things that they could do better. I also don't think it was 343's best skill showcase. But I think it's a decent foundation for like more modern Halo. And then 4 and 5 were just completely unremarkable and unmemorable for me. They're most people have a lot of hate in their heart for those two games. I really only played through them once, and it was so long ago that I like kind of barely remember. So I don't have the same hate I used to, like most people have. I don't even know if I ever did. But I know people who like kind of exclusively play games for the story. Not huge fans, which is fine. They're also on the bottom of my list, so I get it. But yeah, that's my ranking of the Halo games. I am trying to get my my PlayStation friends to let me guide them on their Halo journey, because I think they should play Halo. It's fundamental gaming in my eyes, and I think they're very much worth playing, because they're also very fun outside just being like incredible like pieces of history. So that part, you know, I'm a little more biased, which fair enough. All right. Why did my skill bar just show up? Am I about to fight people? Oh. Okay.
Finally, we found the gates. Quick, let's find Kostya.
Oh yeah, we still gotta find Kostya, huh? Because we were talking to Nandra. Oh, hello. I don't like that it's giving me all these potions and stuff.
Good, you're here.
Oh, he was expecting us.
Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates.
Huh?
If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
I killed Ludwin, your scheme is over.
I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves.
Yeah. Was it you who told the Steel Garrote about the path of the garden?
Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed
the girl.
By the way, is that novice still alive?
Honestly, I don't know.
And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well?
I mean... you're the one who orchestrated the theft in living archives, aren't you?
Guilty as charged.
Yep.
I was the one guiding Dol.
God, this guy was a snake and a schemer for the whole time.
Traditions and oaths. She has no curiosity. I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire for the Steel Garrote. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal them from the archives for the Steel Garrote. I assume you didn't
Son
let
of a
the
bitch.
Steel Garrote or the Inquisitor survive their search.
They were taken by the Dream Scourge.
And so you brought it back here? Among the Wardens?
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived.
That's actually just not true.
Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place and go. This is how it should be. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
Yeah, Nanju lied about the oath. The garden is a secret prison for a god. You're just the jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Mihal asked me to stop you.
Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
I don't think I can let him do this.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Here we go.
Let's finish this.
And Rob!
Whoa! Well, Kostya's dead. Oh! Whew.
Who's next? Anyone?
All right, what do we got? Open the sluice gates to save Solace, or destroy the winch gears to doom it. Well, I kind of feel like I have to open them at this point, right? Achievement.
Did the keep look as confining before?
Speak to Mihala. Sure, yeah, let's do that. Wait. Hold on. Let me go down here real quick. Is there anything in here? I don't think there is. Nope. But I figured I'd check. I mean, I feel like I have to go up here anyway. No? Oh. Maybe we won't be able to speak to Mihala. Let's see. Oh, cool. There's a...
We deserve a parade, but I'll settle for a drink on the house.
I like that. Okay. We got points. Ooh, and companion points too. Yatsley, what do you got? This is from Minnaletta's missile, deal shock accumulation. Ooh. Excuse me. Temporary health. Temporary burst of attack speed. Let's do that one. Alright. Who else? We got Yatsley. Let's do this one. And... oh, not you. We got our pick of the litter here. Increased amount of damage done. Variations and strikes enemies up to 6. Ooh, that does sound kind of sick. Cool. And then we got one for ourselves. Let's boost. All right, let's boost this guy. Oh wait, which one are we using? I think we're using this one, right? Yeah. Although that's in our book, so we don't really need to worry about that. So let's upgrade. Actually, what do I have? Neither. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Oh my god, there's third person in this game? Okay. I didn't realize that. Let's bump up frost damage. Oh, I guess we could have done that. No, that's the one in our... I don't remember. Alright. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then we will continue on our journey. Actually, I'm going to teleport us back real quick. Let's go here. So we'll go to a camp. Alright, I'll be right back.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Okay, it turns out I missed some some dialogue. Thankfully, it keeps a log of it, so that's good. Let's see. Feel crazy for saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall. Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home? Theory, the keep isn't a home, it's a prison. And the Pargrunen will never escape. Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel that you have a say in this. But you left because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody. Kostya doesn't, Mihala will. See, I'm with Marius. Like, who am I to say? Kostya's plan was mad. Destroy a centuries-old keep and way of life, leaving the survivors stranded. That's where I'm thinking. With Solace standing, those who want to leave can. Those who want to stay have still the choice. Exactly. I didn't feel right. All of these are true. I didn't feel right making a decision that momentous, irreversible.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Stopping Kostya's plan was no less of a decision.
Choosing to do nothing is still a choice. One that dooms everyone to living in a stone prison.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now.
I still think letting Solace stand was the right choice.
You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
All right, Yatsley.
Enough talking in circles. Let's save our strength for the garden. I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
That's why Giada's my goat. Rest up, we'll talk later.
Right. Looking forward to it.
Alright, let's go here first. Unspent attribute points. Ooh. I'm gonna bump up actually. I'm gonna bump up Dex. It's our lowest one right now. god, we have so much stuff. What is this? Ancient alacrity. When did we get that? I'll keep the cruel command just to have. All right.
Ever heard of empresses?
All right, we got nothing to sell, but it looks like we can enchant these. Oh yeah. Andra's offense. Full combo attack gives the hit enemy minus 40% damage for 15 seconds. Successful parry deals high stun and frost accumulation to nearby enemies. Oh, but that's a parry. I don't parry. So we'll do this one. Andra's anger. Power attacks deal high frost accumulation to nearby enemies. Killing an enemy gives you 5% damage reduction for 10 seconds. Ooh. I think I like that one. And then Cruel Command. Power attacks deal 150% stun to enemies with full health. Or successful... Alright. Anything with parrying in it. It's just not a thing we're doing.
I think so. It's a flower, isn't it? Achedans used to believe that it was an ill omen.
Right. It grows in ditches in Emerald Stair, even now.
Wait, we got...
Very resilient, as long as it gets eaten.
You feel that? Must be magical. Hope it doesn't give me weird dreams.
Right.
We're so good.
As we were...
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent.
Talking about me or them?
Is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose
not
their
me.
leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too.
Valid. Surprised you wanted to burn the keep down.
Well, of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions. I think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro.
We might just keep an eye on Vidar, see if he doesn't take any lessons from this council. You think if Fjord could devolve like Solace Keep did?
There's always a way for things to get worse, dearie. I wouldn't be surprised. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden. Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get going. How can I help? Don't mind if I do.
Yes, Giada?
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
The wardens should decide for themselves.
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man.
She gets it.
Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come.
I think Kostya is
Wherever
right
you go,
philosophically
you break people out of their habits.
that they need
You
to
banish the old ways.
like move on. But I don't think I'm the one to do that. I don't think he is either. I think it's like she said, a community decision. You give me too much credit.
Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting.
Thanks. I guess I appreciate that.
If I must.
Oh, you got more to say?
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you.
Sure did.
What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement?
Not exactly. He told me to kill Sabidal.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected.
Not
I should
exactly.
have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
What if Sabidal is as awful as Nandru? I mean,
What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sabidal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts.
Sabidal suffered too. I can't blame them for acting
A
irrationally.
caged animal lashes out at friend
Exactly.
and foe alike. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sabidal, it can't get any worse.
I don't know about that.
You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
Don't mind if
Not
I do.
Before I've done some reading.
Envoy, you're
Marius?
probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it.
You did well.
Right. If you get any more sappy, I'll think you've turned into a tree. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject. You too. Envoy, I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sabidal was involved.
I'm learning that Sabidal is more involved in all this than we thought.
Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway.
All right, what else do you want to talk about, Marius?
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow.
I spoke to the spirit of Nandru.
Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace.
He suggested I kill Sabidal.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Huh. Blessed stay impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need?
All right, we good?
Not before I've done some reading.
All right, it looks like everyone's good now. So let me just confirm I can't upgrade anything I'm using. Nope. All right. Exit here. All right, back to Solace Keep. And then we'll enter the garden. Okay, the running animation is actually okay. A little weird. The run strafe is a little strange. But I guess that's just kind of how run strafing works.
Is complaining about the lack of ingredients again.
I'm gonna try and convince Mahala to move on, but something tells me that's not really gonna work as well as I would hope.
still can't believe that sucker sub.
What happened to Deeren? Is everyone all right?
Ooh, this would be interesting.
It doesn't matter. An oath is an oath. I swore it, and so did my people. Tell me about the keep instead.
Oh, he kept the truth from you. He only wanted you to watch the guard and to imprison a god.
I don't care, Envoy. Keep your blasphemies to yourself. Tell me about the keep.
I'm trying to convince her. Ugh. For better or for worse, the keep remains intact.
It is all I can ask for. Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home.
This could have all been avoided if you weren't so stubborn.
Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors.
Okay, that's good.
It will not happen again. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently.
Alright, looks like she regrets everything, which is good. Oh, it's a shield? Cool. If I use shields, that'd be cool. Ooh, I have a bounty to turn in.
Anything to report? Excellent work. May they have better fortune on their next turn around the wheel. Somewhere far away from here. would be a
Hey.
start. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's everything. Gods above, Envoy. I don't know what to say.
I'm glad I could help.
Stories of your prowess and generosity will echo throughout the ages, Envoy. Here, take this. Many wardens contributed coin to thank you for the burdens you've relieved from their shoulders. I will make sure your name lives
problem.
on in our hearts and minds. For as long as Solace Keep stands, you will be remembered.
All right. I'll take that. Warden's Oath. 20% damage against beasts and wilders. Nice.
Hey, you heard anything about Petru?
Sure did. Yep.
Gods, that's a lot. Animancy? No wonder Mihala seemed pissed at him. If he's imprisoned, then I suppose that is the end of it.
Not quite.
Gods.
I freed him.
You what? Oh gods, I could kiss you.
Well, I don't remember where he is. Oh yeah, he'll go to Thirdborn.
Thirdborn. What an adventure. Thank you for looking into this at all. I'm glad he's going to be safe.
She seems
Nice.
to be a sweetheart. Petru was lucky to have her.
All right. Ooh, we did all the main
To have her
quests.
as a friend.
The other ones are just collections. And then the Sansa one. Which I'm assuming we can hand in after. But we'll find out. Alright. It's garden time. Alrighty, here we go. See a door up ahead. Oh, we came down here, I think. Right? I think we did. Yeah. Yep, there, yeah, I remember this. So that's interesting.
Closer. We have waited so long.
Do not be able to return once you enter the garden. Do you wish to proceed? No. Let me go, just totems. That's fine. Oh. Wait, where's... Oh, it's this. So that's in... I think he's in Dawnshore? If I remember correctly. I just want to turn this one in. The totems and the treasure maps. That's fine. Wait, we're... Oh. Never mind. I misread the quest. Wow, we didn't get, like, any of this area. All right. Let's head on in. And then we're on our way to the garden. And then we'll truly be done. Sansa, I have a map for you.
You're back. What have you found? You found him? Imprisoned? That must be why he wasn't writing. What did he do?
He was stealing artifacts to support himself.
Stealing? Oh, but that violates every principle of our field.
Yep.
Madico, this expedition is cursed. Where did I go wrong?
Did you vet them before you hired them?
Perhaps not well enough. I hoped their excitement would make up for their inexperience.
Well,
if nothing else, my map is very nearly finished now, so some good has come of the expedition after all.
I guess so.
Thank you, amico. You've helped me shape the course of history. Come back to the shop anytime.
How's about right
The
now?
honor was ours. Some work is too important to be left undone.
That cave coral gives off a beautiful glow, doesn't it? I would not eat it, though. Trust me.
Alright, he does not have any lockpicks. Alright. It is time to enter the garden once and for all. Now I do think we will finish tonight. I'm pretty confident about that. Woo! All right, here we go. Garden time.
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Gallowayne's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that.
Entered every dungeon across all regions. Nice. Kostya had no right to make that decision for everyone.
Right. It's better that an Adirian envoy do it.
Solace is still standing. And so are you. We're in this together.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like you like me.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
True.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead.
Very true.
Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
When this is over, I should buy some land here, maybe build an estate. Let's try it.
Don't kick up your feet just yet. We've got our work cut out for us before things settle down.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
They have a right to be worried about certain death. Good point with the first end of the garden. Yeah, let's just do that one.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it.
Valid.
Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
You're saying there's a chance we all become raving lunatics.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So madness is what we need right now.
Fair.
Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan?
What is this? Oh, it's my sword. Or my gun. Honestly, I'm struggling with that question.
You're not the only one. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
Well, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, that doesn't make the choice any
Good.
easier.
Who said it has to be? Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Does anyone feel like turning back? This may take a while.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsley, if you feel like running back to Quilichi, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilichi that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Thank you, everyone. I don't say that enough.
And you don't have to. We pull together, and that's
Oh, this
plenty.
is sweet.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
All right. Oh, nope. We still got stuff we want to talk about, huh?
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began. And where it all ends. For so long, I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious?
Because you're about to do something incredible.
I suppose you're right. I'm frightened, I'm excited. I'm a lot of things right now. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan?
Yes.
That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it.
We won't have much time to decide. It's word you've given up your ambition.
I almost turned my back on Animancy. And if I'm being honest, it was a relief. But now that we're here, who am I to reject my upbringing, my potential? My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did, to an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything.
You get to decide what you do with your life. The past has no say in the matter.
I'll try to remember that. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it.
You offered to teach me. I'm ready to learn.
Excellent.
See what she
The
says.
Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now's the time.
Oh,
Of course.
We'll
Just
figure
let
out
me
later.
know when you're ready. I won't be far.
What do you do with everything you whittle?
It depends.
All right, here we go. Into the garden we go, huh? Ooh. That looks kind of sick. The art in this game is really good. I really like the...
Looks like a dead end.
Or not.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, the visual language of this game is pretty good. Okay, there's a... Oh, I guess it's probably Nikita. Big folk origin life is a... Okay. I ain't reading all that. Ooh. Ooh, some glasswood branch, nice.
I think we've found Sapodal's home.
Ooh, look
That's
at
it.
that. That's
The
sick.
heart of the garden.
And there's the...
Sapodal's cage.
Right, this way. Looks like... Letter from Tane. Dear Lengrath, I made it to the garden somehow. The last thing I remember is getting lost, stumbling through the woods past a volcano, and now here I am. Then again, maybe it was all a dream. Maybe this is a dream too. What else is new? The plants are a nice touch, but a bit too humanoid. They'd fit right in the halls obscured. A little greenery to brighten up the enclosures. Anyway, I believe this marks the end of my sightseeing tour of the Living Lands. Not a moment too soon. I miss the comforts of home. Now, how do I leave? Oh well, I'll figure something out. I always do. Wink. Your friend, Tane the Archmage, Arthur of Tane's Chaotic Orb. P.S. I'm leaving this here for you, or a future version of you, to find someday. Take care. See you at the next meeting of the Circle. I'll save you a seat next to me at the big table.
Tane was here?
Oh, Jesus. That actually genuinely scared me. I just like hearing Yasuo like cackle in the distance. Nice.
Save your energy.
Ooh, a little dragon hide. Oh, that's a bear.
Throw up 10. Throw up 10.
On your left here.
Come on, let me kill him. No.
This will hurt.
Oh, I thought I was charging. I was not. Ooh. Right in the butt. Nice. Got it in one. Not even a problem. Ooh, hello. Nice.
Don't see a better way down. You first. I'll be right behind you.
All right, here we go. She was not a fan of doing that. And hey, I get it. Oh, there's... Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't. All right, hold on. Oh, wait, I can just... Yes, here we go.
Walk like it's hot.
Oh. Don't know why that worked, but I'll take it. What's up, little guy? Is that the... Oh, okay, that's the godless shrine. Ooh. 10% damage reduction. It looks sick. Actually, wait, what is it? What's the... Receiving an elemental status applies that status to all nearby targets. Ooh. That is kind of sick. I'm going to try this, actually. Let's just see what happens. I've yet to try different piece of armor, so... Hey, little guy. I don't know where all your frames are, but... No. I want to explore first. Oh, there's a button. Let me see that door. Okay, there's something out there. Ah, so many cool chests here. Ooh. Summon a trio of skeletons to fight with you. Wait a minute. What are we wearing now? Is it this one? I guess they appear when we
Are you
start
seeing
fighting.
what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad?
Oh, this is like her
What is the
parents or
meaning
something.
of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
I'm definitely seeing it.
It's not fair. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
The garden is misleading us.
Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of
Oh.
Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Correct.
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Talk to them, Giada.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel.
Oh, they know her.
Welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
I think Sapadol was responsible for the lab accident.
No, this can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
I'm sorry, I had no idea of any of this. Yeah.
I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
Think they're telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good Animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
What are these things?
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I
Interesting.
can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Not to be pedantic, but that was 4 questions.
Yeah, honestly, not the
We
time.
want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
I trust you to make this decision yourself.
Shit. This is going to hurt. Zapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Giada's
Thank
too
you,
good for this.
Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
What will happen to you?
Now that you have returned to the garden, Zapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
There's so much we could learn from you.
You have already learned more than we could ever teach. We know only growth and stillness, root and flower.
We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same.
Bars. Should I expect to find more apparitions in the garden?
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Zapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
All right. Rest well.
Our purpose draws to a close. A long rest is assured. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Dang, that was
We need to talk about this, but not here.
that was kind of
Give her
good.
space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
Forgive us. Well, that's I like that bit of like closure, I guess you could say. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's hit the Adra and do a little camp situation. A little chat. Oh, and we can just walk right out.
Envoy, what do you need?
Nothing, I guess?
Until next time.
What? Alright, I'll talk to Giada.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Zapadal's.
Does knowing that help?
That's what I keep asking myself. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god.
Yeah.
When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me.
And you're
I
about
thought
to.
their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
Sounds like you admire them.
As an animancer, I do admire them. I really do. As their daughter, it's complicated.
Makes
One
sense.
thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
Could you still use Ansby to help the living lands?
Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way.
I don't think anyone will be
I
getting your way
believe
after
the
this.
power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
How do I trust you to make the right choice for yourself.
Of course you trust me. I'm brilliant.
True.
But we've been together long enough that I value your opinion.
Oh no. Oh no. Would you consider going back to Fior? I mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense.
The thought has crossed my mind.
Okay.
But no. I burned that bridge, and I don't regret it. Politics and small minds held me back for too long.
No, that's valid. Pass behind. You don't need animacy to find. Yeah, let's do that one.
You're right. I know you're right. But it's easier said than done. I am the daughter of proud animancers. Who am I to deprive the community of my wisdom and experience?
Clearly, she's proud of you as you are, not as you could be. Oh, that's sweet.
As he keeps telling me. Without animancy, without my ambition, I don't even know who I am. But maybe that's a good thing. Either way, I can't wait to find out. The Living Lands is nothing if not a place of self-discovery.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
No
Starting off was
problem,
never
girl.
easy, but you'll find your way. When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I didn't realize you had such eclectic taste.
I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands?
I have missed him being in the
spectral
party.
tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse.
Elite captives often get lavish prisons to render them compliant. What is a god who's not elite?
Elite, perhaps, but judging by our brushes with Sapadal at Mount Forja and Nakukubel, they're anything but compliant.
That's fair. Sabato and I talk about compassion and forgiveness. I believe they can change for the better.
Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god? I hope you're right, because we are all in trouble if you're wrong.
No, I'm surprised you're not in favor of giving Sapadal a second chance. Yeah.
You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, when, we escape this place.
Yeah, it won't diffuse the political tensions.
Lucky thing your emperor sent his best representative as his envoy, right? You'll have your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Road, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelgard banned the practice in Paradise.
And that was indefensible.
That's mighty principled of you, but your moral stance isn't going to cool any tensions. Not if Heelgard's still bringing soldiers into Paradise by the shipload. And that's not all. Ringram may have unleashed some powerful magic against the Dream Scourge, but she left a lot of corpses in her wake. That doesn't look good for your people. Not when Ludwig was also in the region, and your people had a garrison at Eagle's Reach.
Yeah, it doesn't look good
And
at
then
all.
there's Solace.
All right.
You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time.
That is technically, indirectly, still corrosive. Yeah.
I don't think anyone else is going to understand the indirectly. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's going to be laid at
He's not wrong.
door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelgard's been helping matters while you've been out here.
Almost certainly not. But he's not the only court-trained diplomat.
No slight on your skills, but some problems can't be solved with
Dang.
talking. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy.
People of the lands deserve freedom. I won't help anyone subjugate them.
I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. And lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this.
Thanks, Kai.
Anytime.
Good night.
Good night, envoy.
You want to talk now? Sure.
We already talked about Giada's...
I'm just going to skip through all this. I think this...
Thanks for talking. What do you... She's not...
Anything else? Or are we just
what do you...
not able to... Okay, we can't do this here.
Not
all right.
Before I've done some reading.
Rest and exit party camp. Who is this? Ooh.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
Wearful for the pause in battle. I didn't expect this much resistance.
Bars were not enough. They writhe. They seek to silence us. Only essence sustains them now. Hatred seated in the heart. We wonder.
Actually, Sapito, I've got a question for you.
We did not foresee this.
Surprised?
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been.
What would you do if you weren't a god?
A rosebush grows berries. We cannot be but what we are.
Then how can you sympathize with the people of the living lands?
No, we must recall, plumb the depths of our memory. We would be so old and yet so young. We would drink the sea air, the grass, see the world as those with our gift.
You're not worried about who'd care for the living lands?
Would we not tend? Plant the bulbs with new hands. Vengeance denied. Squandered. This cannot be.
You alright?
We feel nothing amiss.
No, you definitely said something just now.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Okay. Oh, is this a...
I see the
Oh, it's
disciple
Mordecai.
has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
I mean, it's her prison, right? You in the garden?
I am everywhere. My tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Why don't you explain that instead of insulting me?
Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
What? I think you're special. You got some. I believe you can hold the mini chaos. I don't know what I'm. That sure.
Who else would have the strength?
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
You couldn't reach the living land, so your magfolk did your dirty work. You noticed Avowed will attack you. Why not wait and see? Yeah.
Work that sullies one hand meets out justice with the next. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
You ordered the magfolk to kill them too.
Of course I did. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
Yeah, your worship challenged. Their worship challenged your authority. You were never going to let them live.
You dare claim the domain of the gods is trivial?
Touched the sore spot, didn't I?
Mind your tongue. Your
Yeah, I'm getting under her skin.
my patience.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
Sapdol's lashing out because of a deer. Can't you see that?
Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Ludwig's.
Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
Get out of the garden now. I will never work with you.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
What does that mean?
I never thought I'd learn of the godless's fate from their killer.
That's
Yep,
it.
okay.
From now on, I pray to no god.
Oh, got it. Oh my god, he's zooming. Holy moly. He was schmoving. Ow. There we go. Whew. All right. Oh. Oh, we need to find a sarcophagus key, huh? Oh. Alright, everybody, keep an eye out for that sarcophagus key. I would really like to open that chest. Or I guess it's a sarcophagus. Oh. Oh no, we can get back up. Oh! Oh, that's not a lot of damage. Ooh. Oh, I guess I'm shooting it.
Don't think so, dear.
Oh my god. Alright, let's get out of this spot specifically. Woo. Get lifted, idiot. Does that meme get rotated? Oh. Ooh. Yeah, get her. Or get him. Gosly. Oh, oh.
That was a close. No time to waste.
Sure was.
We need to find your god.
I'd like to find the sarcophagus key. Isn't this sarcophagus? Sure isn't. Alright, well, keep on moving then. Oop.
What is that?
Oh.
I know that place, right?
Oh, isn't this your...
No. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
It's,
This is the moment I
Yanku.
found you. Bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Yanku, right?
What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
There's something unresolved here. Something else you need to understand.
Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Razvan will live the rest of his life knowing exactly what he did.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend.
Aw.
I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You do that by living the best you can for the rest of your life.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
That's between you and your friend, Marius.
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
You've grown a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you. I can see you two. It's good to see you two together. I can tell you love each other very much.
More like tolerate, in my case, but... Right.
See what I put up with, Envoy? Still wonder why I left
Yeah,
Solace?
they're best friends.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well, Yanku.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate.
Are we getting more quests or finishing quests? Oh, yeah.
All this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Keep quiet. Marius, how are you feeling? On your right here.
Ooh! Whoa. Earl. What was that sound? I didn't like whatever that sound was. Oh, I think that was Yosley doing a little shooting. Ooh! Oh! Just as I was about to heal. That's tough. Whew, we got it. Hello. Oh. What in the world? Oh. We're here. Well, I can't say I expected that. That's pretty cool. Wait, am I... Okay, there we go. Not exactly sure why I was like trapped there.
What a massacre.
Oh. There's two of them. Or wait, that one's not alive?
Enjoy the pain, dears. There's nothing there.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Ow. Ooh. Oh, the other one's alive.
Couldn't have done it better.
Oh, God. Got him.
And roll.
Get frozen, idiot. Oh no! Oh no! Son of a gun. Oh, I gotta fight him again.
What a massacre.
Yeah, that just doesn't do a lot, does it? Ooh, that hits me. To be honest, I thought I was out of range. Oh, other one's up. Oh, I dodged that. Ow. Whew. Oh, I missed completely.
10.
There we go. Whew.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Nice. Power attacks causes large react. Nice.
Charge it up. Just a little stuff.
Okay, and then there's another one somewhere. Ah, down here I see. Oh, never mind. It's right there.
Goes a long way.
Surely there's something over here.
Wait. Isn't
Ah.
that Tama's cairn?
It sure is. Alright, we're about to deal with Kai. Yep.
This room. It's just like Thomas. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your God's prison, not mine.
That's Tama.
I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
You didn't, what do you mean?
I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
Like a diplomat assuming different guises?
There was no artifice with Tama. Whatever he showed you was exactly how he felt. Well, almost. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
What do you see when you look at this Tama?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
And so are you. He's more than you remember. Allowed him to be. Yeah.
You're right. I am. It's like you said. His memory is no longer a burden. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go if I did. And now I see I was just holding on to something that was weighing us both down.
There's a difference between letting go and running away.
Better than I could have said it. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge.
Hell yeah.
When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
Something in between.
I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Then maybe there's one for, what's her face? Yatsley. Where are we? somewhere we've been? Oh yeah. Oh, this is the door. Oh, so it's not somewhere we've been, but all right. Let me. Oh, I think we have to go up here anyway.
That's done.
Just a little spark. Little power goes a long way. Charge it up. Little power goes a long way.
Oh, I probably could have done it from this window. Oopsie.
Just a little spark. Charge it up.
Me inventory.
Charge it up.
Oh shoot. Ooh. Ow. Oh. Oh my god, I'm slow. Okay. All right, let me grab these. And I think we're probably going to call it there for tonight. I feel like there's at least a good amount left. So I'm going to save it there. We will call it a night. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I think Friday is going to be our last. Oh, we're fine. I think Friday's going to be our last Avowed stream if everything goes the way I think it's going to go. But yeah, get excited. I don't know exactly what we're doing next in between now and Ghost of Tsushima, but new Trackmania campaign did come out, so maybe we'll. I did play through the entire thing, but maybe we'll play a little ranked when we finish up Avowed before we start Ghost of Tsushima. So look forward to that. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you all next time. Peace.